This is the Wotchum mini DVR. It's part of kit number W-KIT1015. It's a 4-channel kit, and that's the DVR, which is about the size of a man's hand. On the rear of the DVR, I think I mentioned there's fanless, so there's no sound with it as it's running. On the back here we have 4 channel ports here into which we plugged RJ45 connectorized Cat5 cable. They plug directly into here. Here we have the DC in for our power supply. It's a 12 volt DC 5 amp power supply, and that powers both the DVR and then sends the power along the category 5 cables that you plug in here to your 4 cameras. Here we have a VGA connector, which is used for connecting your DVR to a monitor. The monitor could also be a plasma TV or an LCD TV or a computer monitor or a separate monitor. At the top here we have a connector which is the IR extender. This plugs into there, and it's about 1.5 meters long, and then there's a disc on the end that can stick onto the edge of your monitor, so you can point the remote control at it to operate the DVR. Down below we have an audio out connector if you're using a camera which has got the audio facility. There's 2 USB connectors here. One is for the mouse, which is usually plugged in prior to powering up so that the DVR will recognize it. The other one there, the other USB connector, would be used for when you want to download images onto a memory stick. We have, with the unit, we have a DVD. On there is the user manual, some quick start manuals, and the viewer, which you would use to view your images from the memory stick. You could also pass the memory stick over to the police if they asked you for images of an event. We have here a local area network connector where you would plug in your RJ45 pre-wired cable, category 5 cable, which would then go to your router so that you could look at this system remotely from your computer, your remote computer. So that's the actual DVR unit, very small, very compact. As mentioned before, we have the power supply, plugs in the back, provides power for the DVR and the cameras. We have also a mouse that comes with the unit. I think you saw the remote control. We also have 4 balins. These are for the camera end of the connectorized cables that would plug in the back of the DVR. And then into there we have our cameras. This comes with 4 cameras. They're all IR, infrared, and they're all IP66, so they can be used internally or externally. There's 2 dome cameras like this, 520 TV line, and into those you would plug these balins, and then the camera power would plug into there. So those are the dome cameras, and then we have 2 tube type or full bodied type cameras which can be used externally or internally. Most people tend to use these externally. Each of them comes with a bracket, which are in these boxes that are packed in the system, and it's a very reliable system, this one, made by one of our biggest companies overseas. They employ about 15,000 people and have 15 levels of quality control. So that is our system, the mini DVR system.